today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Jets.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A throw over the middle, taken in. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He'll buy some time right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
The running back.
So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, here's the option. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something. More than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taylor now returning it. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. As they run the counter play. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 11 now. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards, a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They run the counter now on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
2nd and 11. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
That's good.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return will stop right around the 25.
By the Jets. They'll take over.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
New York ready to go again offensively. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And the Jets first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
To Damian Williams.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw again. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Jets 3. Bears.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. Listen up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. He'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Why did they call that on?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Eddie Goldman make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Damian Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, it's Taylor. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play call. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, but the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Carlos Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to him on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Past the 20. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Touchdown, Chicago! Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. New York ready to go again offensively. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his pass incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This one caught by Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards, a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown.
And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. He's at the 30.
Bring in the second string. Bring in the second string.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Jets.
He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Now left side on the swing pass. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
41-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The pass intended for Jordan Reed.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Quinnen Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bears, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.